One who's already jumping down our throats is like, this is Hamas propaganda. Sit down. You're going to be all right, okay? According to a recently released report from the UN, a preliminary aerial assessment of structural damage in Gaza, 45% of the homes in Gaza have been destroyed or damaged. Hamas militants operating in every one of those buildings that were destroyed by the IDF? Is that what happened? I'm curious. Yeah. I'm curious because that's the excuse that we get. By the way, we're told over and over again, don't trust anything that comes out of Hamas. Don't trust anything that comes out of Gaza because it's controlled by Hamas. Am I supposed to take every talking point coming from the IDF and the Israeli government at face value? They just justify everything they do by saying, oh, there are Hamas militants operating in the tunnels underneath. First of all, can I see some evidence of that? Is there any proof? Or are we just supposed to take what Israel says at face value? Because I refuse to do that. Netanyahu, in the context of that interview that we just showed you, lied incessantly. In fact, why don't I show you the next video where he makes a pretty bold claim about what Israel was willing to do for the very hospitals that have been brutalized by the IDF. Let's watch.
We offered actually last night to give them enough fuel to operate the hospital, operate the incubators and so on, because we have obviously no battle with patients or with civilians at all.
He's a liar. He's an absolute liar. In fact, here's what the director of the hospital had to say. Not Hamas, the director of Al-Shifa Hospital. Israeli claims were lies. The 300 liters the army said had been delivered would power generators for no more than a quarter of an hour anyway, he said. So maybe they did deliver a tiny amount of fuel just to save face, just so Netanyahu can go on national television in the United States of America, which is aiding and abetting the slaughter of innocent civilians, to pretend as though he's a humanitarian. He's actually looking out for the Palestinian civilians.